Yo, Johnny, do me a favor and go to Discord too, because I know I'm not going to be able to hear you on the live stream if you can hear me. Yo, Johnny, can you hear me? So we're going to get my guy on really quick for the live stream. Looking at the charts, something that I seen that was respected over the weekend. Let me see here. Johnny, what up, bro?
What's up, bro? Good.
Good, man. My bad. I'm trying to figure out how I'm able to use the YouTube to speak with you too, but I'm not too sure how to do it. Um, I think the only way we could possibly do it is with you on the chat, but I want to see
Yeah,
if
I could hop on the chat.
live messages are visible. Okay. And you can't use both the Discord and the live stream at the same time, right?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how I'm gonna do this shit. Yeah, I'd like to
Or
talk.
I'll hop on the live stream.
Okay. Well, we could hop on the live stream, and I'll just go ahead and talk to you about what I'm gonna be doing on there, and then we'll just go from there, and I'll figure out how to get it a little bit better. See if we could communicate on there too.
Cool, yeah.
All right, for sure. So yeah, hop
Yeah.
on the YouTube, and then I got you. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do this. This is my first time, so just trying to figure it out myself.
All right, yeah, sounds good, bro.
All right, for sure. I'll see you on the YouTube
Yeah.
then.
All right, so see you.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm seeing a little bit of rejection from this area right here. Seems like this little area is getting a little bit of pushback. But when I go big picture, let me just go big picture. This is kind of what I'm seeing right here. So it's respecting the inside of this ILC right here. Let's see, we got something like this. I think it's going down overall for sure. Um, I'd like for it to possibly, you see, this is kind of like a support level. So I'm doing that like that. This is a breaker candle right here. You can see it came up to this level and pushed down on Friday. Pushed down this way, came back up to this level again, pushed down again. But one thing it's doing is it's staying in between here. So I wouldn't like for it to push. We could see it just staying between here, but I think for the most part, it should come down to the downside. So truthfully, I'd be looking for a trade. Hopefully it can come back up here. But if it doesn't, kind of sucks because it'd probably be right here that it's going to reject and come down. Definitely going to have to play it by ear. But just to be safe for me, I'd like for it to come back up to this level up here and then drop. So I want to see it push back up here at open, then possibly make it to a turn down. Maybe something like to this level to match the lows, or even here to match this target down here, and possibly down here to this ILC, which I think it could come. I think there's a good chance it comes all the way down to this 1 hour ILC right here, as you can see, full screen. It was a 1 hour, 30 minute, so I think it's possible for it to actually make its way down here, but there's a lot riding on that. So let's just see. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. I'd be looking to take the trade at least to this level here. I'd like to. So let's see how it plays out. We got about a minute left. I'm going to go down to the smaller screens and we'll go from there. Yeah, it looks like it wants to come down here. It's a key level that I wanted to keep because you could see there's a lot of push and pull, supply and demand off of this area. So it does look like it's coming down. Even though it's rejecting this area, it looks like it wants to push down. So we'll see what it does right now. Get ready. All right. All right. So I want to put a little buy, but I'm going to just hold off a little bit and see if we get a rejection up at this area up here. It could actually reject right here. Hopefully it didn't already. I think that's way too strong of a push up. But let's see. I'd like for it to get up in this area again, and we'll see how it reacts once it's in there. Let's see how it reacts once it's in this area here. It's a nice rejection. Alright, so I put a little sell in right here. Let me make sure I get it right. I think I got in a little later than I was hoping to. The only thing I don't like is it looks like it does want to fly up there, but I'm just gonna trust this little area up here. Yeah, definitely got to see what it's gonna do right here. It does look like it's kind of pushing up, so that's one thing I don't like. Is right here, you can kind of see it's pushing up, but I want to see it hopefully not break above here. You can kind of see it's descending a little bit, but it looks like it has the push. Let's see though. Ah, still in that area. Yeah, I think it might continue to push up, but I don't like the way that looks right there. But let's see. I don't, this isn't my stop loss right here. I said I would put it about right here at this level. So we'll see. And like I said, since this is my first YouTube channel, I kind of want to make sure that I stick to my rules, stick to everything that I'm doing here. So one trade, if we fail, we fail, and we'll go from there. But I think overall it could keep our bias. We just got to see if it will. Okay, shit, we want to see that. And see if it could continue to push down though. That's the biggest thing. Okay, I think we're a little in business. We're see if it can make its way and break through here though. It's the biggest thing. At least get what we want to do is we want to see it break through all these 5 minute EMAs right here that it's sitting on top of. We're respecting, but it looks like it wants to continue to push up, unfortunately. Damn. Yeah, you know what? I think it does want to push up. It's not close to the stop loss yet, but mm, yeah, it's way too far up of a push. Damn. Well, you know what? Lesson learned on this one. I thought because of the downtrend that we'd be looking, what we'd be looking for. Well, look at that huge rejection off of this trend line. But it looks like it's going to push up. It's kind of a big rejection right there. But you can see right here, this is what I wanted. I seen that this level was coming down and it looked like everything was being respected here. Everything, right? So we've seen that it comes up here, respects it, comes up here, respects it, comes up here, respects it. But I think what it had was too much momentum on this side. So I wanted it to come up here, but I think that what it brought was too much steam at open. I mean, it still looks like it's respecting this trend line for the most part, but that push up is kind of crazy because you got to figure this is an entire 15-minute candle right here. Two 10-minute candles bouncing off the 50 EMA. So when we wanted it to break through here, instead of breaking through, it stayed on top and pushed up. Now we got this where it's just continuing to push up on the 1 minute, kind of rejected the 20 EMA. So honestly, if I would have kept it on the 1 minute and I seen this rejection with this engulfing candle up, I probably would have pulled it here. But you know, it is what it is. Look at what it's doing right off of my trend line. That's funny. Right off the trend line, it's falling down. Yeah. See, like it kind of wants to push down, but it looks like it's going to be keeping these little things up. But I'm not going to lie, I put a little sell in um, just to see if it can make its way down. I think it's possible. Let's see. So I took the loss over here, but I do have a little sell in just because I like the way it reacted off of what I was doing in my bias. Let's see if it can continue down. I got in at 78.4, which is right above here. But I'm gonna keep it tight. Because right now it's already down about 20 pips. I'm gonna see if it can stay that, but I'm already at break even. So this is now considered a risk-free trade. But my bias is this, and this is what I was looking at overall, was for it to come down to this level. But I guess, my stop loss was a little too tight in that it should be above this trend line. But we'll see right now. I don't think I've ever used a 54 pip stop loss, but we can see what's going to happen. The only thing I don't like is how big this candle is coming up here. So we shall see. We'll see if it could continue down. If not, I get stopped out and then we call it a day. But we're up about 12 pips right now, something like that. 12 pips is kind of on point. We'll leave it there. We'll see what happens. I mean, this is my bias. My overall bias is this right here, so you can check it out. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. That will be the last trade. But this is what I see. And you can see it rejected here, rejected here, rejected here. And off of key levels, rejected the first time off a key level, came back up, kept the trend line. Rejected off a key level, came back up, rejected the trend line. So, I mean, it's a long shot, but we'll see what happens right here. Hopefully it can push all the way down. All right, we want to see that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. See what I'm seeing. Now, again, it's the 5 minute. We needed to break through here, and it looks like it's rejecting it again. Got about 32 seconds left on this candle. And let's see here. Rejecting off the 20 EMA here. See, we're up about 31 pips right now. If you're watching and you're trading with me, I'd advise you to move to break even, your stop loss. You don't want to be up 30 pips and then see you lose all your money. Yeah. See if it can continue this push down. Let's fucking go, baby. Okay, we're in business. We are in business. Now we needed to break through here. We're about 46 pips. You don't want to see that type of rejection right there, but it is. So, uh, definitely don't want to see that type of rejection. What I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to recoup some of my losses on the last trade. I took about a 40 pip stop loss with a 0.03. So I lost about 120, but now we're in this trade with a 0.04. Trying to keep the faith, but I like what it's doing here. Hopefully it can break through. Let's fucking go. If it can finish like this, strong and breaking through that 50 EMA, we're definitely in business. So let's see. Hopefully, there's no pull up in the last 10 seconds or pull back, we want to call it. Let's go, man. I haven't pulled anything yet. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to pull half my trade right here. We're at about 80 pips right now. Let's go. So half the trade has been pulled right here. The other half is at break even. And I'm going to go ahead and let it ride. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Let's go. Now it needs to break through this support level, which you can see here. Has to be broken through here. And the bad part is it could be stuck in consolidation here, which I hope it isn't, but we'll see right now. It's kind of flying down. Let's go. Fuck yeah. I don't like these rejections at this level. And just to be honest, we're up about 110 pips right now. I pulled another quarter right now of my trade, so I'm only leaving a quarter. We're up big on the days, so now I'm going to go ahead and leave it. Secured my profits. Everything's at break even. And now we just wait. We'll see what happens. Give me a quick second. See if it breaks through that support level. Let's go, baby. My bad, just came back to it. And yeah, let's go. 130 pips. I'm going to pull it though, just because I see this huge rejection right here. But ain't nothing wrong with that. It reached where we're going to hit 27% basically. The rejection is already there at this level, so I'd rather not sit there and wait for it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this trade right now. It still might come down. Shit, maybe it will come down, but I am happy with the results of this one, just to be completely honest. 150 pips. Should I pull it now? Should I pull it now? Oh shit. Maybe I don't pull it now. Damn. I'm a little bit of a pickle. I got my runner going, but let's see. A little bit of a pickle, little bit of a pickle. I mean, it does look like it's coming down, no lie. So let's see here. I mean, it's pretty clear. We're all the way at the top. Stops at break even. We keep it up. It could come back up to this level and then make its fall down, its complete fall down. Um, hmm. Am I being greedy if I take it, or am I being greedy if I keep it? That's the real question right there. I don't think so. You know what? That bitch is coming down. I think it could come down to here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull another point zero 0.01, leave a point zero 0.02 running, and we'll just do it at that. So let's do that. All right, there we go. So we're in there. Now I'm not going to pull anything else. I think it could come down to this level right here around the 61.8%. It's very possible. It still might come back up, but I think it's very possible to come down to this level. So just to give some insight on why we're taking the trade, we've seen that there is a break of structure from this huge push up. I'm going to give a recap video too, but a huge push up. And we knew that it had to come down at some time. And after a bunch of higher highs and higher lows, I didn't trade any of this except for the bottom of this trade. I took this trade to the upside, which I would have kept it in. Um, let's see. So we see higher highs, higher lows being created. Higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? Once we've seen these lower highs, it became a break of structure. And if we would have did our fib from here to here, this is a golden zone ILC that it rejected off of, right? Not only that, once we did that, we seen that the EMAs crossed over, boom, and they crossed over again with this big drop after the rejection at the 61%, fell down, hit this ILC at this level here. Let's go, that thing is pushing. Hit this ILC at this level here, and it stayed a little bit. But one thing I seen was a big rejection on this level again, which is the breaker candle. Rejected it. And that is why I took the first trade at this level here. And I was thinking it would come down to this level, but you know, my stop loss wasn't big enough. So let me show you what I mean. Let's go to the 1 minute. I entered the trade a little bit late. Entered the trade after it rejected a couple times, got in down here. Then it pushed up. But the only thing it did was it rejected. Look at it's coming back up. Only thing it did was push up back into this level and hop on the trend line. But you can see the trend line. I haven't touched it since yesterday. All right, boom, boom. And usually three is a company. 1, 2, 3. So usually the third time is the charm. But it does look like it's rejecting this, what do you call it, this level right here. But we'll see what happens right here. I'm not afraid. It never go straight down. You're going to see it reject back up, probably to here, and then make its way down. But we had the third rejection, and now we're in here. So it's a great trade. took a loss the first time, 40 pip loss. We've just closed at, I closed half of my position at 90 pips. I closed another part of my position at 130 pips, and now I have the rest of it um, flowing down. So we'll see what happens. It was a beautiful trade, though. We're up 100 plus pips, 144 right now, 140, and now we just wait. We'll see what happens. But it's a beautiful trade. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. I want to finish it through. I mean, I guess we could see it through just so you guys could see what I'm thinking it'll do. This level that it used as a support right here can possibly be tapped up right here at this level. It can meet the 50 EMA and reject the same level that it used as a support and use it as a resistance and come back down. So hopefully it does something like this. Could stop here and do it, but I'm thinking it'll come up here and come down. So let's see what we got going right here. Okay, well, that's better for me. It helps with my anxiety. Yeah, so like I said, it could reject right here, come up to this level and fall down. I do think it needs to retrace, but if that's the only retracement it's going to give, that's beautiful. So we'll see what happens right here. Took loss, hopped back in once we seen a rejection at this level, and now we roll this thing all the way down, and hopefully we can see it down all the way. Um, just keep in mind 150 pips is nothing to sneeze at. If you're comfortable with your dollars, take it. I'm comfortable with my dollars now, so now I could go ahead and leave a runner and possibly see it, continue down, and that's why I'm going to hold on right now. But it's a solid trade overall, just a solid trade. Kind of looks like it's wanting to stay up. So one thing that we could see it do: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, maybe up to this area. I'm not sure. Like I said, everything's moved to break even now, so this is a risk-free trade. I pulled a majority of my position. We have a floater in here now, just waiting for it to either make its way down or stop us out. Um, you know, we know what the market needs to do, but the market isn't on our time; it's on its time. So you always got to remember that shit. But solid so far. Let's see if it can stay that way. Does have a strong push behind it, but like I said, this is a risk-free trade now. We're still up over 100 pips, and hopefully it rejects where I want it to reject at, and we could go from there. Probably the smarter thing for me to do is to put my stop loss above this area here, just because I think if it breaks above that point and comes back up here, it'll most likely take me out and then make its move back down. So I'd probably rather secure a little bit more profit than a couple dollars. Um, so I think I am going to move my stop loss just above this 50 EMA location here. We've already seen the 20, make its way across right here on the 1 minute. And, you know, hopefully it comes down from here. But what a way to start the year. No lie. If this trade was, any testament to what's going to happen for the rest of the year, it looks like we're on good pace. Yeah, it looks like it still wants to push up, but all right. I mean, I don't want to add any more positions and strain on myself, but if you were to add another position, this is the place to do it. Um, I think this is where it kind of rejects up. We can even maybe take our EMA and see what that looks like. I'm sorry, our Fibonacci. I'm not going to add any myself, but if you were to add some, this is where the retracement is. I didn't even make 50%, so that's something I wouldn't take, but you could see it did kind of what we said it was going to do. See that big rejection, engulfing candle. If it stays this solid, it engulfed one, two, three, four candles right there. And then if we go to the bigger frame, not enough here, but definitely enough up here. And that'll give you some more confirmation that the trade is going your way. Yeah, so came up to this level, rejected it. Now, is it going to stay that way? There's only 6 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. We'll see. Yeah, you don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That's a big rejection from the downside for a push up, but we'll see. Still in the same area, and like I said, the trade is taken already. Took most of it at, oh, whoops, wrong one. This up here, like 160. Took a majority of the trade around this level in terms of dollars. So we'll see what happens here. So far, so good, though. I'm not even going to lie. This is a huge trade to start the year. And you could see that there's already getting some rejections here at this level. One, two, three. So if we could see this finish like this, and then maybe a bullish candle, that's even better. And a bearish candle right next to it. Maybe a little push up and rejection again, and then it'll continue down. Um, we've already hit TP1, TP2. Delete that. So, hopefully, whoever sees this, I know my boy Johnny's on here. Um, there's a lot of game here to really that I've even learned too. Having my stop loss a little too tight right here, taking an unnecessary loss when I could have, probably just added a position at this point. Well, I could have added a position at this point. Um, but unfortunately took a loss here. But I just didn't have my stop loss big enough. And it really depends on where you get in. So my goal was to get in at this level up here, but I got in down here 10 pips below it. Once you get in 10 pips below it, now your stop loss is 10 pips bigger than what you thought it was going to be because you have to keep the same loss or the same stop loss. So at first, over here, it was going to be a 31 pip stop loss or something like that. Or no, 41 pip stop loss. So now I would have to keep it and match it. And if I would have just matched it to 63.8, 63 pips, I would have been able to keep my position, never took this loss, added a position up here once I seen it like I did after I took the loss and wrote it down. But, you live and you learn. We took this trade off of a trend line. Um, Hopefully we see it do what I want it to do, which is come up here, reject, and come down. And using different levels, some levels of support as resistance, taking sell-off levels, why we thought this area was important right here. I'm going to give a full recap video of it when I'm done here, but just some insight. This is where we're at. Beautiful trade. It still looks like it can make its way down and, push down. And we're okay. So we'll see. It's still stuck in this level right here. It has a lot of support, 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 broke through again for more support. So we'll see. But we're on point today. Mm, maybe it's not going to do what I want it to do. Can't see. It's getting that push up. Shit. Yeah, if it breaks through here, comes all the way back up here, I'm not going to go ahead and save that. That's why I said I'm not going to put another sell in at this level just because I've already profited. I don't want to get greedy, adding more positions. This is the second trade of the day. And I really want to limit myself to trading just twice a day. That's my biggest goal is limiting myself or to 2 trades a day. The first trade isn't a success. Okay. We get another confirmation to jump in with our original bias. Okay. And, then we go from there. You can see we just had a fully engulfed candle up here. As soon as it tapped the 50 EMA, which is, what I said here. So looking good still. We're still in this trade. We have our runner in there for the rest of the day. And I really think it could come over and hit these levels. So it's looking good. So the levels I'm looking at, it already hit the 27%, which is, that was TP2. TP3 would be right here at the 61% level. We'll see if it could do it. We got in at 80 and 77, I believe. So see what it can do. Seems like it's getting stuck in this area though. And it could just maybe flag out right here and push up or push down. We don't know yet, but definitely like what it's doing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to get off the PC pretty soon, just because I know my daughter's gonna be waking up, and I have to get her ready for school. But thank you, Johnny, for joining. I hope people see this and we're able to learn something from it. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna hop off right now. Once my daughter wakes up and I take her to school, and because I know it's not going to stay quiet for too long, what I'm going to do is do a recap video as to why I took the trade, what I was looking at, where my mindset was, what my bias was, how I reached all these points. And then, yeah, once we do that, uh, I'll go ahead and post this stream, and I'll also go ahead and post a recap video, and we'll just take it from there. So I appreciate it, Johnny. Thank you for tuning in. Um, it looks like it might push up from here, but if you hopped in with me at the top, we're still at 95 pips right now. But if you hopped in with me, stop loss is just above this level. I think I have it at 445. And yeah, if it comes up and stops us out, well, guess what? We're still in profit and everything's all good. And this is the biggest reason why you take profit on the way down. Take it here, is because price, even though you know where it's going, it has its own way of getting there. So you can see that it's making its way up now. Um, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll do a quick recap of this, and hopefully we can see it do what we want it to do. If not, we're still making money. So I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.